Hi there and welcome to Loopy Mabel's Closet. My name is Jane. On today's vlog I have been making another ruffle sleeve top, done a few little tweaks to the pattern, and I thought you might be interested in seeing what I did. Welcome back. Yes, today's vlog I have been doing the ruffle sleeve top that I have done before, the white one. I'll pop a picture up of the white one. Now this is actually, no, it's my third ruffle sleeve top. I'll put the picture of my very first one up as well, the floral one that I made with that bark cloth, floral bark cloth fabric that used to be my Nana's All curtains. And in fact, obviously it doesn't fit me anymore now because obviously that was last year. Don't want to keep harping on about I've lost weight, but I have lost weight. And when I did that, I did size, I think it was size F. And obviously it's too big now, but it's vintage bark cloth and it's my Nana's All curtains. So I've got it in my pile to upcycle because I don't want to lose that gorgeous fabric. So that is going to be upcycled, maybe back into another ruffle sleeve top. I may unpick it all and just resize it. We'll see. So that was my first one. I did it in the original V shape, V-neck shape. And I'm not a great lover of V-necks, although I liked my Rhapsody blouse, which was a kind of a V-neck shape. So I am warming to the V-necks. It's just that, it's not that I don't like a V-neck, it's just that I always feel really cold and drafty around my neck. I'm just like my dad. My dad's exactly the same. My dad's always wearing a scarf. I mean, even in the summer he wears a scarf. Bless him. Mind you, he is 87, so he's got an excuse. But yeah, I'm always cold, I always feel drafty and what have you. So I made the white one and I hacked the neck a little bit. Now that was, when did I make that? Was it, I think it was earlier this year, definitely earlier this year. It may even well have been before Christmas. I don't think it was. I think it was earlier this year I did it, and I was feeling a little bit braver, and I thought, right, I'm going to change the neckline and raise it to a more of a rounded neckline. Now I'll show you the pattern. It's called the Ruffle Sleeve Top and it's by Peppermint Magazine, and it's a freebie which you can download on the internet. That's it there. And I used this floral viscose that I got from Material Girl Laura, and this is called the Precious, let me just refer to it, yeah, the Precious Petals viscose, and I got 1.5 meters of it. And I'll show you, I had a little bit extra, so I've had a little bit of ruffle to the bottom. I'll show you that in a minute. I'll stand up. So you could probably get away with making this blouse definitely 1.25 meters, or maybe you could squeeze it out of 1 meter fabric, but I got 1.5 meters and I've used most of it up. I've got a little bit left that I can keep for maybe making pretty pockets, pocket bags and things. Yeah, I really like, and I've had it in my cut pile, sew pile, to-do pile quite a while. I've had this fabric. I got a few from her. I always buy, when I get fabric from Material Girl Laura, I always buy a few at a time. It saves on postage and what have you. So I thought, right, I'm going to get this made and I'm going to do a little bit more of a tweak to the pattern, because when I did my white one, I went down to size, let me just get my sizes out because they're like not in number, they're more letter sizes. So I did originally, let me find the size sheets. So I did F originally on my bark cloth one. Then I did size E, which was the white one, and I did it again. I did size E for this one. E is 36 high bust, 38 full bust, and then it's 32 waist, 41 hip. In hindsight, when I look again at the finished garment, let's see what you think when I stand up. I probably could have got away with doing size D because the finished measurements is bust 41 3/8. Waist 45 because it does come out, it's a loose fitting top, and hip 47, so I'm not really too fussed about that. For the bust, I probably could have got away with doing size D or even size C, which bust is 39 3/8. But I didn't want anything that was too close fitting. I wanted a loose fitting swingy type of top, which I quite liked in the white version when I did size E. So I just stuck again with size E, but when I'll stand up and show you, but I probably could, or yeah, get away with doing the next size down. So I'll stand up, and again, like I say, I use this gorgeous pretty viscose. It's absolutely gorgeous in this ochre, and it's got this sweet little print, a little ditzy print, and it's got little white flowers with a little burgundy dot in the white of the flower. So it's a colour I could bring in as well, and I just thought, oh, it's just so sweet. So the pattern doesn't come with a frill at the bottom. I've added the frill at the bottom because, as I say, I had a bit left over, and I love my Florence top by Merchant at Mills, and I just thought, well, I've got a bit left over. Rather than me folding it up and putting it in my scrap box, I'm going to put it into this blouse. So I made a frill, and the frill basically is I used the sleeve frill, but I didn't have enough to do this width because I've done 2 for the front, 2 for the back to get the gather. I didn't have enough width left to do like 4 of these, if you know what I mean, to do the full. So I did this, like put half of this. So it's like one of these cut in half. So I've got 2 of them for the front and then 2 for the back. And I quite like it. I think it just adds that little bit of extra length, and it makes it go down a little bit at the back, which I like. And it's quite, you know, got a bit of movement to it. But can you see the darts? The dart comes there and that dart comes there. So really I could probably got away with the next size down. So that's for number 4. Yeah, number 4 when I come to do the version 4. But I'm happy with this. I like it because it's a throw over top. I love the ruffles on the sleeves, and I'll show you the neckline. So this is my neckline. I did this exact same neckline for the white one. So I'll show you what I did. I traced obviously the pattern onto some Swedish tracing paper and made my version, and then I took the neck up. So literally the original is V-neck, and I literally took the neck up and used my French curve and made a nice neckline. So that was from version 2. But then when I did version 2, I always thought it was a little bit low on my shoulders, and I felt like I had to keep hiking it up all the time. So for this one, version 3, I did a little bit more tweaking and did a bit of research, read my dressmaking alteration books that I've got. So I popped the white one on Mabel. I just had a look at the shoulders, how they were on Mabel, because she is now me. And I just lifted them up slightly, and I thought, yeah, centimetre either side off the shoulder would be perfect. So I did a small shoulder adjustment, I think that's what it's called, and literally by a centimetre. So I got my original, I did the slash method. So I made a mark that on my pattern for the centimetre that I wanted to take it up, and I literally just slashed down to the seam allowance halfway on the arm side. And then you do a little bit of a hinge, and then that creates like a hinge of paper, and then I just moved it over to my centimetre that I'd marked, and then obviously it throws it out slightly, and then I added a bit of tissue paper behind it, and then I trued up the shoulder. And then obviously I did exactly the same from the front, because obviously you've got to do this, what you do on the back you have to do on the front, or vice versa, because you need your shoulders to match. So this is the back, I think, yeah. So there is the front, and then you can see where I've raised the neckline. That's where you can see where the V of the original neckline was, and then obviously I've raised it up, and then I've got my French curve and created that rounder neck. And then obviously I've done the same with the centimetre adjustment on that shoulder. So I've just brought in the shoulder it was about there, and I've just brought it in by a centimetre and trued it up, and then obviously make sure that they both fit and put them both together, and I made sure the notches joined up and both perfect alignment for me to make my blouse. So I was really pleased, and it definitely does sit better on my shoulder, just that centimetre either side. Really thrilled. So I'm feeling much more braver, totally braver. It's just like a little bit, I know they're only tiny little things that I'm doing, little tweaks here and there, but it's like I am doing more. So this blouse now has the neck adjustment and then a small shoulder adjustment, and obviously I've added my own little frill at the bottom. So little stages, little steps, but it's given me a little bit more confidence. And oh yes, also I've done my own facing, because the pattern comes with like a built-in facing, almost. There we go, there, like a built-in facing. So it comes all, I did that originally for the floral one, but it comes all the way down to the, like, well, you can see where it comes all the way down. And I just thought it was just too much when I did that floral one. So I just made my own facing. So on the white one, I did my own facing because I was getting a little bit braver then. I just literally traced around the neckline and made a facing, and put the notches in, made sure I put the seam allowances in, wrote everything on, cut on the fold, iron on into facing as well. So I did that, but when I did it on the white one, it wasn't quite long enough. I always felt like it was just on the verge of popping out. So that was the first facing. So then I did the facing for this one, and it's a much deeper facing. So I'll just show you if I can. Much more substantial facing. And obviously it's been understitched, and then I also top stitched the neck as well. So that's much deeper facing. So that's the front and that's the back. And obviously I had to make sure that the facing didn't get in the way or didn't go beyond my shoulders, because obviously I took a centimetre out of each shoulder length. So when I did my facing, I had to make sure that they didn't go beyond that and go into the sleeve area, which I did. So getting braver. It's all a bit hit and miss. It's just like, it's learning, because obviously if you're doing the same thing as well, it's like you're just on your own, aren't you, really? And you're just thinking, right, what do I do? Well, I've got YouTube. I've got YouTube to refer to. I've got my dressmaking books to refer to. But when it comes down to it, you stood there on your own, aren't you, with your pins and your scissors, and you think, right, shall I do it or shan't I? I just thought, oh, well, it's just a top. You know, don't get stressed. Just do it. Just try it. And if it doesn't work, then unpick it and then do something, you know, do it again type of thing. So, and yeah, so I'm really pleased that I have done that little tweak. But as I say, I think I might go down a size next time. I don't think it's meant to be like a fitted type of top. It's more A-line, as you can see. Definitely more A-line to it. It's not a straight down boxy top. It's more got of an A-line to it. So I don't think it's meant to be, you know, straighter or more fitted. But as I say, I'm not sure. And I really love that little frill on the end. I thought, oh, well, I'll make the use of that leftover fabric, and I'm really glad I did. I mean, it took absolutely ages putting on, but I do like a little bit of sitting and pinning while I'm watching TV. So I used that Nancy Simon gathering tape again. And as I say, as I said before in the previous vlog, I don't think it's any quicker than doing it on the sewing machine. The one thing is about that tape, I will say, is the threads in the tape are really strong, made of nylon, and I had a good pull of them as I was doing this, thinking, would it snap easy like sometimes your cotton does off your machine? And there was no chance that was going to snap anytime soon. It does have a plus point there, really strong. So yeah, I'm really loving how this little frill looks on the end. Just added that little bit of length. Can I just show you as well before I go? I know a lot of you are doing your weight, you're on your weight loss journey, and you've often asked me how did I do it, how long it took me and what have you. And if you're feeling a little bit, just sit down. If you're feeling a little bit, oh, you know, you've lost a little bit of motivation, or you've lost your weight and you're losing your weight, let me just show you, right? It took me 51 weeks to lose my 3 stone. I've lost 3.5 in total. I'm trying to maintain at 3.5. It took me 51 weeks to lose a 3 stone, right? And let me just show you something if you're feeling a little bit, I feel like giving it up, right? These jeans, which I've got on, which some of my favourite jeans, I couldn't get these on at all. Couldn't get them up over my legs at all this time, like last, you know, when I first started my slimming world. And I tried these jeans on once a month over the 51 weeks, because it was my motivation to lose weight, and I couldn't get them on. I couldn't get them beyond, I couldn't get them, you know, past there, ridiculous. And every time I tried them on, I got them maybe a centimetre, or the next month it didn't move at all. The next month maybe an inch, and here we are now, and they're absolutely ginormous. So if you need a little bit of motivation and you're thinking like jacking it in, or you just can't be bothered, or it's not going as fast as you'd like it to go, there, you can do it. You can do it. Don't give up. Don't give up. If you really want to lose weight and you know it gets you down and it makes you feel a little bit a bit depressed, you can't lose weight and it's just not going your way, well, I was there and I'm here now, and I can get these jeans on and they're too big. Well, I wear them on my belt, but a little bit of motivation there for you. So don't give up. You will get there. To how long it takes you, you will get there. Don't look at it, the length of time it's taken you. Just see it. Just see the weight loss each week when you go, or whenever you get, you know, wherever you're losing your weight, whatever swimming club that you're in, or whatever. Just keep going. Don't give up if you want to get to that target. So yeah, so don't give up. I digress, but I just wanted to share it because I know a lot of you do ask me how long did it take, what did I do, and what was the secret, blah blah blah. And there was no secret at all, none at all. 51 weeks. I could digress again, but August last year, the whole of August, I didn't miss a single weigh-in class over 51 weeks. I went over Christmas, New Year, I didn't miss one. And for the whole of the month of August, I got weighed, and I got maintain, half on, maintain the whole of August. And I was like, that was really depressing, but I didn't give up. I could have just thought, oh, sack this. I'm not going to lose anymore. It's just not moving. Didn't give up. I just kept on going. And that was August. Enough to put you off, but so don't be put off, because you will get there, and when you get to wherever it is you want to be in your weight journey, you will feel amazing. If I could bottle how I feel, I would bottle it. So please don't give up. And if you ever want to ask me anything at all about losing weight, or you need any encouraging, or you need anybody just to give you a little bit of a kick up the old what have you, then yeah, just message me and I'll try and help you if I can. Try and give you support, because let's all support each other. That's what it's all about. So that is my ruffle sleeve top by In the Folds Peppermint Magazine. If you've never tried it, I would highly recommend you have a go, because there's nothing technical in it. You don't have to do any pattern adjustments like I did. You can literally just make it, and it's really simple. There's no zips, there's no buttonholes, there's nothing like that. And it really is instructions, as always with Peppermint Magazine, are really thorough and really good instructions. It's really pretty blouse, and I just think the little ruffles on the sleeves just make it something extra special. And obviously I've added a few tweaks to it, but that's all part of my sewing journey. This is what I want to do, and this is like every time I'm doing something, I'm just feeling a little bit braver and just trying things out. I'm not going to go down that line of purposely changing it just for the sake of changing it. It's just if something comes in my head, or there's a look that I'm trying to get, or I like the pattern and I want to tweak it, then obviously I'm going to have a go. And the more I do, the more confident I feel in doing something a bit more next time. I mean, I know they're only little tweaks, but they're quite substantial in my little world. So, and I'm enjoying doing it, and that's the main thing, isn't it? I think if you're enjoying doing it, then you're going to keep on doing more. And I love sharing what I'm doing with you. So, and thank you so much for all your comments, because that really does spur me on as well. So I may go down a next size when I do it again. We'll see. But I'm definitely happy with what I've done. I think I'll stick with what I've done for the shoulders, because that just seems to fit me just right. And something I thought was going to be really technical to do is really simple, really, when you think about it. I don't know about you, but if you're doing anything where you're adjusting like sewing patterns, I get like all my heart races, and I get a little bit not stressed, a good stress, if you know what I mean, but my little heart's palpitating away there, and I'm thinking, oh, shall I do it? Oh, shall I not? You know, and you're like hovering with the scissors, and oh no, I won't. Oh yes, I will. It's like, it's really funny. It's really funny, but then I say to myself, for goodness sake, Jane, you've only taken a centimetre off a shoulder either side. It's, you know, it's not like rocket science. So anyway, I did it, and I'm really pleased. It looks much better. But like I say, I'm looking at myself in the screen and I don't know whether I should have gone down another size. We'll see. We'll see on the next time. But yeah, it fits me absolutely fine here now. And can't wait to go out and show my mum, because my mum's going to love it. This is the type of top my mum would love. So I'll go down and show my mum. So thanks for joining me today. If you just found my little corner of the world and you like what I do, then don't forget to hit the subscribe button as well. And if you've got any comments, I love to read your comments, so please just message me in the box below and I will get back to you as well. So thanks for joining me, and until the next time, I shall see you on my next sewing vlog. Until then, happy sewing.